Instead, they'll call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Barnett. Makes the grab. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Looking to throw on first down. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. He turns that loose down the right side. Snags it, and there's running room. He is in. Touchdown, UCF!
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morris. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
That's caught. It's Livingston. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
And this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him. You better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Lagway to pass. On target. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. There's a crease. That'll He'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
You got to love that third down, man. Third and short, you've got to be the more physical team. And listen, it's magnified, right? Because the offense just gave up a touchdown. On the opening drive, like, you don't want to punt the football. So nice job being physical on third and short, getting that next set of downs.
They'll give it to him again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. As the officials spot the ball, they've stopped play for an injured Baylor Bear. The freshman running back being attended to. We hope he's able to get back in the game shortly. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date. Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Fires quickly, and they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. To throw, it's Lagway. That's reeled in, it's Morris. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
The negative play leaves them with second and 12. Lagway wants to throw, using his legs to buy some time. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40, the 20.
Hey, boy, I think I just found some shit. Oh, my gosh.
The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he made the extra point without problem. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Lagway. Unloads to
Pick.
the right. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And right now it looks like there's 12, 13, 14 guys on defense. I mean, last possession you saw him break on the football, get the pick six. Now another opportunity again. Dialed in, focused, breaks on the football, but that's why he plays defense. Shows you why he's not a receiver, but this defense is dialed in.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Here's the pressure. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Throws for the tight end.
Bro, what the fuck?
He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Lagway to pass. That's caught. It's Livingston. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Lagway. Open on the right side, that's Smith. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And Baylor's a team, man, it's been interesting to watch them because offensively, they make no bones about it. They want to throw the ball all over the yard. And what do? To replace their stud from a year ago, they go in the portal. They get DJ Lagway, a guy that can spin it, has had some high moments, also had some inconsistencies, Palmer. So I'm interested to watch this young man at the helm.
Yeah, the big key, I think.
Could be an out. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there and got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it one more yard to get it in. Power ahead. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Lagway wants to throw. Trying to pull his way in. And they will score. Touchdown, Baylor. Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Making side adjustments here. From the gun, the ground game. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for you can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break.
I guess, bro. That's...
2nd down coming up.
I guess, bro.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After that false start, the whole approach changes now on 2nd and 10. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So
like, bro, you're in dying.
An offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
Like, what?
2nd and forever after the delay. Did they lose their play sheets? I mean, call a play already. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Plucks it out of the air. And the
You're literally sitting and dying, bro, but complaining about me running fucking trips. Be fucking for real. I'm standing this shit. I don't give a fuck.
making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going long. Pulls it in on the right. It's a running room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UCF!
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. If you play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
The ball bounces through the end zone.
This is the dumbest fucking rule ever, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It says no spamming. It says no spamming plays. I'm literally calling a whole different play every single time.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Lagway. Caught by Williams on the left.
Yeah, he's just throwing short shit, man. Doing this quick flats.
Every
Aggressive.
drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throwing on the run. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Lagway from the gun on 3rd down. Under fire. And the pass
Oh
is
my
incomplete
gosh, I
here
got
on
fucking
3rd down.
stuck,
There
man.
is a flag. Let's check
That's
it out.
dumb.
Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Here's Lagway to pass. Pocket breaking down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the
Oh,
best
shit.
defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Back Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. DJ gonna fire again. Gets it out quickly. Quick step and go. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Lagway fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Fights off a defender. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. Let's open things up with North Texas taking on the Florida Atlantic Owls. And it's the Mean Green coming away with the victory in scoring games we've seen all season. It gets them to 4-1 on the season, and it's got to be looked at as a solid start. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Wants to throw. It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On the ground, it's Chambers. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5.
Makes the catch and he's free. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together.
Got enough space. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Knights. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
He's out of bounds at the 31 after a nice return. Sends out the offense to go to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Throwing, Lagway. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive.
Maybe some room here. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The Bears with the 1st and 10. To the air. It's Lagway. Lets it fly deep downfield.
No way this nigga just got burnt. Who the fuck is that? The one time I don't send the fucking stunt, nigga scores.
I mean, just throw it as deep as you possibly can, Palmer. I don't think he had the arm for this guy because that dude can fly. Just throw it up down the field like he does right there, and he just goes and gets it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just don't have to overthink it, right, David? Just let your fastest guy run in a straight line, run by everybody, and make a big play down the field. That was just an easy fly route for the fastest player on the field, and, man, he makes the defense pay.
And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. The freshman running back being attended to. We hope he's able to get back in the game shortly. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Finds his man down the middle. Snowed under by the defense. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Maybe a crease. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
The defense selling out to stop it on third and super short. They don't bring him down, Jesse. Next thing you know, he's in the second level.
You're absolutely right. Third and inches like that, if you just get a little crease offensively, it can be a big play. The back that time hit the hold, show out the speed.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And here comes the offense on second down. The run inside. It's Chambers. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Throws to the back. It's caught. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
This is an offense that takes a lot of pride in their third down execution. They've done an outstanding job of that here in this drive. They've got the lead. We're in the third quarter. And they're thinking to themselves, we can ice this thing if we can score another touchdown. We can put so much pressure on the opponent if we keep converting these third downs. Really good job there by the QB in this offense.
Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Running inside, it's Chambers. Across, got some room, headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Here's Lagway to pass. Fires to the right. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Fires left. Complete on the
Come
comeback.
on.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Lagway. Here comes the heat. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's going to run it. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
And the Bears look to keep this drive humming. Lagway wants to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The give out of the gun. Gain of 2 on the play sets up third and 8.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
It'll be third and long. From the gun on third down, Lagway. Quickly complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Throwing, Lagway. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you've got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
Already 2 for 2 on third down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. From the gun on third down, Lagway. Complete. Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Fourth down, Lagway. Hauls it in. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Might have a chance. Makes it past the marker. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone is right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound.
Why the fuck does he have a custom playbook then, idiot? Customs aren't allowed.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
Oh, custom playbooks are allowed. I didn't know that. Give me the fucking custom playbook, bro. That shit is fucking sad, bro. You're fucking ass. I'm sorry.
It's Chambers, and he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Right back to it. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And they'll just down it right there. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Here's Lagway to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. He wants a big play here late. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
To the air, it's Lagway. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Lagway.
Good defense.
It's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Lagway to the air again. They're working that left side. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Nigga, y'all just want to just put some points on the board game? Fuck.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game
You said what?
is taking over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone.
A season.
Down, they can pick up the first without scoring. The RPO, it's complete.
I figured he was running that weak ass RPO still.
Haul that baby in and then
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight,
Every time
continuing
I
to
see him
play
starting
this
to
one.
lead tonight, like I'm not
It's
gonna
pretty
get off the
much
game.
over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Takes the knee, and they